Well, good morning, good morning. It's another short talk in the trailer with that same old guy. Welcome to you all. Come on in, sit down, pull up a chair. Maybe you could fire up a pipe or, you could open a beer. Actually, it'd be a little early to be drinking beer. It's club soda time. Hey, where's that endorsement check? And so getting ready to head out for work. I got maybe a half hour until I got to pick them up and put them down. And I was just, having a few random thoughts. And I thought, well, what would old guys talk about on a Monday morning if, say, you had opportunity to drop in and eavesdrop, listen in on what the old guys are talking about? Well, I don't know. This old guy right over here, right here, uh, I guess I was thinking, by golly, I'm getting into this job at work now. Now, we did a lot of demo and we did a lot of shoveling last week. So the trench is started. It's coming into the house now. We've basically cut the house in half, and we're bringing in a new sewer main. And we've still got a lot of dirt in one corner. I just dug and dug and dug on that bathroom area the other day. And it's just so slow because you have to move the dirt from here to there. Then you got to move it from there to the wheelbarrow. Then you got to move the wheelbarrow out, dump it, bring it back. That's how every shovelful disappears out of this bathroom. Because I can't swing the shovel far enough to get to the wheelbarrow, and of course the wheelbarrow won't fit in the bathroom. You savvy? So it's been real slow going, and at any rate, I've never been involved with a project like this where essentially now we've got the sewer, the old iron exposed more or less underneath the plumbing wall. I can see it down there. I'm going to have to crawl in, start cutting that stuff out. We got to get the walls demoed out. We got to get ready to run new plastic in there, and I still got to figure out if there's a way I can save the old vent penetration, or whether I need to rerun that too, which adds another half day at least to this. So at any rate, I've never gotten into one of these things. They allowed me 5 days to let it happen, and I said, as soon as I walked in the door, I said, that's not real. So I'm going to have to explain to the boss today, hey, look, we've been on it 2 solid days, and we haven't laid but 6 feet of pipe in the ground. And so we've came back in from outdoors where we're penetrated into the building, and that hole's covered up, so rabbits and coyotes and stuff aren't marching in and out through the hole. I've seen jobs left like that before. At any rate, we're in a coyote-free zone inside. So I was just sitting there thinking, I thought, well, this is actually kind of intimidating to me because it's like, well, I'm 65 years old, laying on my side all day, digging and trying to pipe sideways on an old iron system. I mean, maybe I can make it happen, but I don't want to hurt myself. This is one of those considerations that old guys have that young guys just don't. Like, how much is this going to hurt? I go bingo on that shoulder today, and 20 years ago I would have just shook it off, but like 9 days later it's still going, hey, remember me? So it's like I gotta feed it little shoulder vitamins or some glucosamine or some darn thing, I don't know. But at any rate, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just sitting there trying to anticipate the day. And so I thought, well, Mike, don't be afraid of the dirt. In other words, what I was thinking to myself, am I really going to dig sideways and plumb a toilet in from the bottom under the slab? And I thought, so this could get weird because you have to make so much room to work around to get in there to do the job. You need more room than you think you do. Whenever you're digging a ditch, you always need more room in there than you thought you did. Any ditch you dig is by definition too small because people are lazy. But the nice thing is, this is a real easy dig. I mean, in terms of the dirt, it's not stubborn. It doesn't have a real high clay content. We're not running into tons of rock and gravel, which all those things would make this job so much more interesting. And some of these jobs here, I'm sitting there thinking, boy, at 65, tackle this one. Well, let's see what happens. So I decided, here's today's motto. First of all, turn off the internet. I guess including this episode right here. In other words, I woke up this morning. I'm not even going to look and see what's out there in scandal land. I don't want to know. And I got things to do. I got a life to attend to. I got real deals, real shovelfuls of dirt that got to be moved from here to there and back. And so, at any rate, we're gonna have to drag it all right back in too if we ever get this darn thing plumbed. Oh yeah, gonna get good at shoveling here. And so, at any rate, the have a little medal on my vest here. Plumbing excellence in digging. Little shovel. Anyhow, the first of all, ignore the internet. Secondly, don't be afraid of the dirt. And so I thought, that'd be a little bit like, sort of a spiritual message now, wouldn't it? Don't be afraid of the dirt. It'd be like, you could use that as the title of a sermon. Because it's the fear of death. What? You're going in the dirt. We're going to bury you. That's what happens to dead people. They get buried. We hope, if something decent happens, lots of times you got weird issues and we don't want to get into that. But ordinarily, think of this. Don't be afraid of the dirt would be a counsel to say, there's resurrection power and it's already been demonstrated and it's to be demonstrated again in you and I one day with magnificence and glory. But here's the secret. Here's the beauty of the kingdom has arrived. The kingdom is in our midst. It's in our bodies now. It's in our lives. He is in us. We are in him. That's the connection. And when he comes in, that's supernatural power. That's resurrection power. That's how we woke up to this new life in him, by resurrection power. It wasn't that I got smart and decided to become a Christian because I decided it would pay better. It's not that I sat down and said, well, what are the odds that Christianity is right versus all the other religions are right, and I flipped a coin. That's not what happened. See, he woke us up. He came and found me when I was lost. And that's our Christian testimony. And I think that's part of what needs to be heard. Don't be afraid of the dirt. We're all going to die. Don't be afraid of the dirt. Troubles are coming. And he is supernaturally able to raise up his children, and it has demonstrably done so, might I add, and is going to do so, and it is on the bond of the word of his promise. In other words, are you saying that you're going to hold God up in a court of law and say you're a liar? You promised resurrection when you couldn't or wouldn't or had no intention of providing it? No, it's become a matter of his own oath, his own pledge, his own honor. He has sworn on his own integrity to bring in a host of children from around the world and across the age, an uncountable number. He says to Abraham, go down, give me a head count on the stars. When you got that number, then you know the number of your descendants. So it's a bountiful God who saves to the uttermost. And so this is what you need to think about on a Monday morning, okay? Don't be afraid of the dirt. There's going to be a lot of dirt coming, but hey, it's Thanksgiving week coming up. I hope you got somewhere to go to, a family or a friend or somebody that at least you can sit down and have a snack with, maybe have a cup of coffee, even drink a beer, that's all. But, you got to be around people. And the holidays, it's so depressing for single people if they don't have family or some kind of connection, whether it's church or just neighbors even. You can walk over to your neighbor's house and say, hi, I brought a 6-pack. Let's watch the game at your house because you got a TV. You can reach out and say good things to people and it won't cost you a dime. Plus, builds good faith between people. Learn to trust each other, and the way we do it is we learn first that he trusts us and we trust him. I don't know why he trusted me. I certainly recommended against it. That was my opinion. But he has extended kindness and welcome. He's treated me like a son. I mean, it's just magnificent. The level of welcome, or what would you call it, the warmth of the welcome. And it's like from the real heart. This guy's what it's all about. And he's real, and his word is good. Don't you be afraid of the dirt. He's standing us up again, and he's going to do it today. That's how we Christians roll. We testify the King is among us, and he's making all the difference. Have a good day.